Hi, welcome to the Arian Helm Show. My name is Arian Helm, and I am your hostess with the mostest. And woo, child, we have some things to talk about today, y'all. What is going on in the world? I don't know what's going on in the world, but we're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay, so moving on into chatty time, we have Mr. Jussie Smollet from Empire. Do people still watch that? Well, they're not gonna watch it after this tea, okay? Back in January, Jussie Smollet reported that he was attacked by two men wearing ski masks and MAGA hats. The two men reportedly stated racial slurs at him, homophobic slurs. They poured a chemical substance onto him, and they put a noose around his neck. Okay, so what is going on in Chicago? At the time of the attack, there was no witnesses, there was no video surveillance, so police were having a hard time corroborating his story or finding witnesses to corroborate his story as well. Now here is where the story goes, okay, now let's talk about it. So Jussie Smollett, he claimed that these two men attacked him. Well, police did some digging and they found two Nigerian men who claimed that they were in on the attack and Jussie planned the attack. Yes, you heard that correctly. Jussie planned the attack. So Jussie was arrested on February 20th and he was booked for filing a false police report, which is a class 4 felony and can be a sentence of 1 to 3 years in prison. When the news first dropped, it was stated that it was supposed to be a hateful crime. Yes, they had MAGA hats on. They were saying racial slurs, homophobic slurs, and people thought it was a hate crime. Many celebrities were supportive of Jussie. They gave their condolences. People were outraged on Twitter. It caused a big frenzy. So now here's where it gets real messy. Now they have pulled up footage to corroborate the two men's story. They have a video of the two men purchasing MAGA hats and ski masks and rope at the convenience store. And to make it even a little bit more juicy, one of the men was also an extra on Empire. The two men, which they are brothers, they have been released ever since their statement. Now, Jussie is still in custody for the police as of now. So now that we have all of the facts, now that we know what Jussie claims, the two brothers, they say, no, Jussie set me up to do it. Have the video surveillance of the two brothers buying all of the equipment needed for the attack. And Jussie also wrote a $3,500 check to both of the brothers for the attack. Okay, Jussie, let's talk about it. So now that we have all the facts, let me run it back for y'all. The attack happens. Jussie claims that two men attacked him wearing MAGA hats. They put a noose on his neck. They had the chemical bleach. They threw it on him. They beat him up. Then news comes out the two brothers were behind the attack. Then the brothers said, no, you set it up. It was your plan. You paid us $3,500 and we have the receipts on that. Then the police dug up the surveillance videos of the two brothers buying the MAGA hats, the ski mask, and the rope. Why is this not paid in cash? Boo, Jussie. By any means am I saying Jussie is guilty or is he innocent? I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I don't know. So much evidence being presented to us, but I am kind of alarming at how the situation is being played out. The brother is saying that the attack was Jussie's plan literally came out a few days ago. Like, I have never seen the police move this fast on a case, especially when it involves filing a false police report. I have never seen the cops work this fast. They said, oh, so you lied to me by Monday, you'll be in jail by Tuesday. That's basically what they said. Reports are showing that Jussie is sticking to his side of the story. So I guess we'll get to see what his side of the story is when he gets out of jail. He is currently still booked. He is currently still booked and busy. Another thing very alarming to me is reports saying that this was for more money from Empire and for publicity. Now, I do have a problem with that because it doesn't seem believable. I don't believe that Jussie would ruin his career over something like this to get more money out of Empire. I don't believe that. They're going to have to come harder than that. And if you did, Jussie, you a whole fool. A damn fool at that, okay? You're looking at prison time for this attack. Prison. Okay? But it also has me thinking. Now, our good sis Monique, she came out a few months ago saying that she was being underpaid on Netflix. Our good sis Monique was saying, hey, my loves, I need y'all to boycott Netflix with me because they are not paying me what I deserve. Now, if that is the case with Jussie, I want to know why our black actors and actresses have to go through hoops just to get the same pay as the white man. I want to know. Why does Jussie have to plan an attack? Why does Monique have to boycott Netflix? Why does all of this have to happen just so someone can get equal pay? That is a problem, and it needs to be talked about. I honestly pray that this is not the situation. I pray that this is all being made up, or I hope that he is being set up. Like, that sounds bad, but I do hope that he is being set up, and I hope that he did not orchestrate this plan. Because during Black History Month, Jussie, sir, have you lost your mind? A lot of things are just fishy with the case. Please check my Instagram for more updates on the case. It seems like every day there's another twist and turn. When they came out with the receipts of the checks today, I was like, oh, okay, he's going down. But it's still a little part of me that's like, Jussie wouldn't do this. Why wouldn't he do it? And if he did, he could have orchestrated the plan very much smarter than what he did. I am aware that celebrities do fake publicity stunts like this all the time. So I'm not necessarily surprised by the situation, but I am kind of shocked. You know, it's too many twists and turns for someone to have an opinion right now. I know everyone's saying, oh, he's guilty, he's guilty. At first, I was saying he's guilty. The only way I would be happy is if Jussie does a press conference with the two brothers. I want it all to be laid out to the table. Hopefully, he did not have any involvement with this stunt. I pray to God he did not, because it just looks bad on him. He will never get a job in Hollywood. He will go to prison, and it just changes things. Moving on from that drama, let's go ahead and get into this other tea, okay? So, U.S. Coast Guard lieutenant was arrested for weapons and drugs after planning a hit list of Democratic lawmakers and activists, including media personalities and federal prosecutors. Lieutenant Christopher Hansen, 49, was arrested on Friday, and he has been confirmed as a white nationalist and a domestic terrorist. Federal agents recovered 15 firearms and more than 1,000 rounds of ammunition inside of his Maryland home. Hansen categorized his hit list into 3 categories, A, B, and C. And among the A category on his hit list was House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, Don Lemon, and Chris Hayes. And y'all know the feds be into everything. Hansen reportedly Googled best place in D.C. to see Congress people, and he Googled Civil War, Trump is impeached. Let's talk about it. Why is this not on national news? This man was about to kill who God knows how many people. Our country needs better gun control. Things like this should not happen. You should not be able to have 15 firearms in your house. What do you need that for? Who are you up against? Are you El Chapo, Lieutenant Hassan? Why do you need 15 firearms? Why do you have more than 1,000 rounds of ammunition? Oh, so you was gonna take people out, huh? Oh, you wasn't playing no games, huh? Okay. And like I said before, Mr. Donald Trump commented on the Jussie Smollet situation, and I have yet to see a tweet or even a little sprinkle of something about this situation. This is very serious. This man was planning a hit list of Democratic leaders, and the government already labeled him as a white nationalist and as a terrorist. You know, we're hearing about Jussie Smollett situation. We're hearing about Tristan, Jordan, and Chloe. Sorry, my good sis Chloe. Oops. Very scary, because there are so many people out here like Lieutenant Hassan. So many people that we brush by every day. So many people that we probably go to school with, that we go to work with, and they could be having 15 firearms and all this ammunition. Like, it's literally scary. Where is the gun control? When are we going to establish gun control in this country? How many more people need to die? What needs to happen before gun control is a thing? And it needs to be a thing very soon. Love needs to be preached more when it comes to schools and literally everywhere else when kids are younger, because when you get older and you have that hate and you have hate for people, things like this happen. Today on the Aryan Home Show, I have Miss Tiera Deniell. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And where are you from?
I'm from Houston.
Houston, Texas. What part of Houston, Texas?
The north side of Houston.
North side Houston. Okay. So when did you first realize you could sing?
So everybody in my family can sing, so I basically knew, like, at a very young age, because I grew up trying to sing like them. But, like, my own personal music, I just started, like, summer 2017.
Who is your biggest influences?
my biggest influences would be like Jasmine Sullivan, of course Beyonce, Alicia Keys. You know, I like real like R&B.
So what singers' videos would you say that you study the most? Like when you're like studying runs or studying tone or anything of that nature, who do you study?
Definitely Jasmine Sullivan. Her voice is so rich and she can do a whole bunch of stuff. And definitely Kaylani. I watch a lot of her live performances because she can sing and dance. So like I be trying to look at what she's doing too.
Okay. Do you like Jasmine's runs, or what is it that you love about Jasmine?
Her voice and then her runs. Her voice is so like controlled. You can tell that like she been practicing and like she knows she.
No, yeah, she's definitely perfected her lows and her highs, especially them low runs she be giving. So what projects are you currently working on right now?
So I'm actually dropping an EP in March.
Okay.
I'm dropping it on March 29th. That's my birthday.
March 29th.
So yes.
Are you an Aries?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, March 29th. So I'm gonna have like a birthday party / album release kind of things.
Okay, so San Marcos, y'all better pop out.
Yes.
So you opened for Megan Thee Stallion on February 20th. How was that?
That was crazy. That was a lot of people, and the energy was really great, and I got a lot of positive feedback from it, so that was really cool.
That's good. So how did you like combat your nervousness? Were you nervous before?
I was, but I really tried to like shake it off before, since we was like at a club kind of thing, so they was playing music, so I just tried to like vibe out, and be
chill
cool.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, so when the lights came out, what was the first thing you think like, oh my God, all these people, or like what do you?
So I got on stage and like I look up and it's just a crowd full of people, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, all these people. My thing is like, just don't mess up and don't trip because you know I'm wearing heels.
Is this the biggest crowd that you performed for?
Yeah, that was the biggest crowd.
Okay, cool. So what is one musical concert that you would love to perform for? And who would you perform with?
Oh, if I could perform with somebody, it would have to be Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Are
you gonna rap, or you wanna like sing, or
no,
just like
you know,
chill with
I
her?
can sing for her, you know, but I can rap just like in my off time.
Oh, I feel that.
So, but I would definitely want to perform with her. But, dang, a show. Really, I think it'd be really cool to perform at an award show.
Oh, most definitely. Like not BET, because I mean I don't know if anybody watched the BET
Probably,
Awards, but like MTV Awards, like you know how they do like the like sets or whatever, that would be live. So I want to play a game of song association, and song association is I'm gonna give you a word, and you got 10 seconds to sing a song that has that word in it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So the first word is girl.
Girl, they don't know what your words. Tell them you're my girl. Everything is yours.
Okay, and she can sing live. Okay, that is important. That is very important. The next word is love.
Okay. Love. So many things I've got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. 'Cause of the possibilities, you look at me differently, love.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so the next word is find.
Find? I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart.
Okay. All right, you better run on there. Okay, I heard it. Okay, so the next word is song.
Song. I thought of a church song.
Oh, girl, go take us to church.
This song is not for you if you never cried a river or had your heart broken in two.
Yes, ma'am. Never.
Never say never.
What was that?
That's Justin
Bieber. Okay, where have I heard this song before? Okay, so the next one is weak.
I get so weak in my knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, and something takes over me. In a daze, your love so amazing, it's not a phase. I want you to stay with me.
All right, and so the last one is home.
Ooh. I'll be thinking about you all the way home.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier that your favorite was Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes.
So what's your favorite Jasmine Sullivan song, and can you sing it for the Aryan Health Show?
Let's see. In Love with Another Man.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Bless us. Come on.
If I could could forget him.
Yes, ma'am.
I would, please believe me. And I know that I should throw the towel in, but baby, it's not that easy. Hey.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Oh my God, you have a beautiful voice and you're beautiful.
Thank you so much.
She said that her EP is dropping March 29th.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
So it's called No Minors. It's basically a whole R&B album. I've been working on it for the past couple months, so I'm really excited to drop it because a lot of people have been asking me when I'm gonna drop something. So definitely.
I'm excited because I just heard your voice now, and I'm like, yes, ma'am. It's a yes from me on The Voice.
Yes.
Okay, so that is Miss Tiera Deniell. I want to thank you for coming on the Arian Helm Show,
no
and I want you to shout out your socials because y'all be on the lookout for her EP.
Yes, y'all can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. It's Tiera Deniell. So it's TieraDeniell.
All right, and thank you. So on last week's episode during Know Your Rights, we discussed what to do when you are walking and an officer approaches you. And for the next few episodes, we're going to be talking about what to do when you are pulled over in your vehicle. First things first, if an officer pulls his lights on you or he pulls your sirens on you, the first thing you want to do is pull over immediately. Now, if it is dark, I would advise you, especially my women out there, I would advise you to pull into a well-lit parking lot if it is dark outside. I'm not saying ride 15 minutes or ride to the house. I say pull to a well-lit area so that you can identify who the officer is and what exactly is going on so that you can see everything and so that the officer can see everything as well, because that's what's most important. When he pulls up to your car, and if at night, it might be with a flashlight. If it's during the day, he probably won't, but he'll pull up to either the driver's side or the passenger side. Have your hands on the wheel. I advise you to keep your hands on the wheel just like this and until the officer asks you to get your license and registration. That's when you say, okay, I am reaching for my license and I am reaching for my registration. Now for men, I know some men like to keep their wallet in their back pockets. Please let the officer know that you are reaching in your back pocket for your wallet. Communication is key. I told y'all last week we don't want to give nobody no little because if you give them a little they gonna take them out. We've seen it, y'all know. Also, if it's at night and it might not be a well-lit area, turn on your lights overhead so that way the officer can see what's in the car and what's going on. If the officer is acting funny with you and he tries to tell you, I want to search the car, you can express your Fourth Amendment and say, I do not consent to any searches. If you're on probation and parole in some states, you have no choice but to let them search your car. But if you are not, tell them, I do not consent to a search. So from there, either the officer is going to go back to his vehicle and, type his little ticket up. The officer might ask you to step out of your vehicle. Just be compliant, be as calm, open the door, make sure he can see your hands. So with traffic stops, police will lie to you. That is why it is important for you to know your rights, okay? Because if you don't know, then you're just going to play into their little games and their little tricks, and Arian ain't gonna allow that. With that being said, don't let any false threats or promises get you off your game. Stand your ground. Tell him, I do not consent to a search. Once you stand your ground on not wanting your vehicle to be searched, ask him, officer, am I free to go? Either he will say yes or you will be detained. Now, like we said in the last episode, detained is not necessarily being arrested. Detained is, I think you're a little suspicious right now, and I'm going to further investigate the situation. During traffic stops, you always want to know who the officer is, what he is working for. Is he a state trooper? Is he San Marcos Police Department? Who is he working for? And also, you want to get his badge number. Last episode, Not Rich for Wealthy, I touched on budgeting and saving, and today I'm going to touch a little bit more on budgeting. And I want to talk about positive cash flow. And what that is making sure that your income is more than your expenses. And how to calculate your positive cash flow is add up all of your expenses. I'm talking car note, I'm talking rent, mortgage, I'm talking anything that you spend your money on monthly, add it up in the beginning of the month. Then look at your income. What are you making weekly? What are you making bi-weekly? What are you making for the month? Once you add up your totals, you will see if you have a positive or negative cash flow. What are some things that you are spending too much money on? What are some things that can be cut down? For example, I'm making $5,000 a month. That is my monthly income for February. And I know that my bills, they total $3,000. So that means I have a positive cash flow of $2,000 left over for the month. You have $2,000 of extra money that you can save. $2,000 that you can invest into yourself, to invest into a business. You can put into stock, you can put into trade. If you can't manage $500 now, then how do you expect to manage $5,000 in the future? It starts now with your bills that you have now. Start budgeting your money. You can either use the 50-30-20 method that I talked about last episode, or you can just simply write out your expenses, write out your income, and budget. Okay, how much money do I have left over? What am I going to do with this money? How will I invest it? The most important thing is mastering what you have now. If you can master what you have now, you can master your wealth in the future, and you'll be able to make smart money moves with your money and be able to invest, and make more wealth, and then there you go. Generational wealth. So for this episode, for Sign to Bring Real Music Back Records, I have not one talented artist. I have two talented artists coming to you all. I have Miss Lina and I have Mr. DeAndre. And when I tell y'all know, y'all see my last clip, y'all know I be picking out some singers. I had a great singer, Miss Tiera Deniell, today. I know a singer when I hear one. And both of them, y'all, they're from Hawaii. I don't even know how I came across their videos, but when I tell y'all they are about to sing House Down, oh, I can't even take it. Let me secure everything. Make sure, because my edge is going to be gone. I don't know what's going to happen. But y'all, stay tuned. Let's go. So this is DeAndre and this is Lina. And they are both from Hawaii. And DeAndre was actually on American Idol as well. So y'all get ready for this. Secure your wigs, secure your shoes, secure all that. Because they about to sing House Down. Come on, Lina. Yes, Mick. You better go down there. Come on, take a stand. Oh, he about to take us. Yes. Girl, nothing with you, DeAndre. Yeah, that's me. Yup, that's it. You're there. She's working. Yes. Right there. Go down there, Lina.
Yes. New friends? Okay. I need you. Okay.
DeAndre.
I hate it, baby. Oh, no, 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 no. So I hate you. Don't ever talk to me. No, no.
You know, if somebody broke up with you like that, you wouldn't really be able to be that, man.
Yes, ma'am. It's a yes for me on Lina. It's a yes for me on Miss Lina and Mr. DeAndre. Yes, yes, yes. See, I told y'all. I told you I'm not gonna give y'all anybody that is just not singing. We don't do mediocre as signed to bring real music back records. We don't do mediocre. We here with it. We don't. We're not here like everybody else. We're setting the bar as signed to bring real music back records. I will be linking Lina and DeAndre's information, their Instagram, their YouTubes. I will be linking all that information into the comment section, so check them out. And that is all for today on the Arian Helm Show. I want to thank Miss Tiera Deniell for stopping by the Arian Helm Show and giving us some vocals. Yes, y'all check out her EP March 29th. I will have all of her socials in the bio as well. Y'all check that out. And once again, thank you for watching, and subscribe, like, comment, all of that good stuff. And bye.